Hi, today we'll be talking about types of error in Excel. Number one, we have value error, which means wrong data type. This error occurs when a formula expects a specific data type but receives an incompatible one. That is value error. Let's take a look at it. For value error, we can only sum number, not string value. Anything inside quotes is treated as a string value. Okay, let's take a look at this example. Now, let's sum our revenue. So we have is equals to sum, then an open bracket, then a quote. Then we have E4 column, and then we have towards E14. Then let's close the bracket. Now what we have here is called a string value, and this can only give us a value error. You can only sum a number, not a string value. Now let's execute it. So we have enter. Now you can see. So this is how you achieve a wrong data type. So this is an error. So this is how value error shows. Please kindly subscribe, like, and share for more of our videos. Thank you. Two, we have div error. So it means divide by zero. This error occurs when a formula attempts to divide numerators by zero, which is mathematically undefined. Let's take a look at it. Okay, now let's talk about div error. In a division formula, when the denominator value contains zero, there's always a div error. So we need to note that. Once again, in a division formula, when the denominator value contains zero. Okay, let me give you an example. So right now, let me make a division of my revenue and profit. Okay, revenue is equals to my revenue is E4. Now I have E is equals to E4. Now E4 now divided by F4. Now the denominator, like I said earlier, value contains zero. So these will lead us into a div error. So now let's execute it. That's it. So this is the kind of error you see when the denominator contains zero. So this is what leads to an error like this. And I've shown you that the denominator from here is the profit, that's zero. So dividing the revenue, which is our E4, by our F4, which is the profit, this is what you receive. Please kindly subscribe, like, and share for more of our videos. Thank you. Three, we have name error, which means invalid function name. This error occurs when Excel doesn't recognize or we have misspelled a formula or function name. That is when this error occurs. Let's take a look at it. Okay, let's talk about name error, which is an invalid function name. That's the error type it means. And now, what it means is that the error occurs when Excel doesn't recognize or we have misspelled a formula or a function name. Now, let me give you an example. Now, let's have the sum of the revenue. Now, let's do that. So we have is equals to son, then open bracket, we have E4, E4, column, then we have E14. Now let's close it. Now looking at these now, E son is wrong. The right answer should be, the right formula should be E sum, S-U-M, not S-U-N. Now the formula is wrong, which Excel will not recognize, and that will lead us to the name error. So the right one should be SUM. But to illustrate this example of name error, let's execute it. As you can see, that's it. So this is what name error means. Okay? When you write a formula or a function name incorrectly. Please kindly subscribe, like, and share for more of our videos. Thank you. Four, we have name error, which means not available. This error occurs when a reference value in the source data as an argument is not available or not found, generally in a lookup function. That's when this error happens. Let's take a look at it. Now let's talk about NA. That's not available. That's the error type, NA error. This error occurs when applying a VLOOKUP. So this error occurs. So it's about an argument not available or not found, generally in a lookup function. So now let's give an example. Okay, like right now, okay, I'm searching for the office, for the name Abdul, okay? So my VLOOKUP is going to search for the name Abdul in the name list and the office London. But this error occurs if one of the value is not available or is not found, or due to the format incompatibility or the data type mismatch. So right now, as you can see, Abdul is not in this list. Okay, we have Harry John, we have Fola Kate, and so on, but we have London. But the condition here is to what? Search for the name Abdul and the office London. So one of the value is not available, that's the name Abdul. So now to execute this, I'm going to receive an error called the NA error, which means not available. So now let's execute it. So that's it. So in summary, this happens when data type mismatch the value, or when an argument is not available or not found, generally in a lookup function. Please kindly subscribe, like, and share for more of our videos. Thank you. Number 6, we have hash error, which means column width too narrow. This error occurs when the column width is not enough to show the store value or the content in the cell. Okay, let's talk about hash error. That's the error type of column width too narrow. For example, I just load this project now in Excel. Now I receive all these hash in my dates, as you can see. All these, and then I receive all these in my Excel. So right now, this is all called hash error. Okay, so what this simply means is that the column width is too narrow. The column width is too narrow when you receive some kind of error like this. So to resolve this is just to Control A, select it, you go to your format, and then you use auto fit column width. So that's it, resolved. But let's Control Z. I just want you to know how this error comes about. You know, when you have piled up of project and the width is too narrow,
after saving it, when you load it, sometimes, not all the time, you receive a cell like this. So some of the cell became too narrow that the width, it can't contain it. So this is what you see.
Please kindly subscribe, like, and share for more of our videos. Thank you. Number 7, we have null, which means intersection of two range is empty. This error occurs when a formula refers to an intersection of two ranges that don't overlap.
Okay, right now let's talk about null. Null error type. This is an intersection of two ranges. Is empty, so that's what it means. Intersection of two ranges, empty. So now, right now I have my profits, which is from F4, and then I have my score, which is from G4. Now, this error happens when a formula refers to an intersection of two ranges that don't overlap. Okay, let's do an example now. In this data set, okay, I want the sum of my F4 to G14. Now, we need a sum of a specific range from the F4 to G14. Now, let's type the formula. So right now I have is equals to sum, open bracket. Okay, so I have my F4, which is my profit, a column, then I have my F14, okay, then a space, then I have my G4, then a column, and I have my G14, then let me close the bracket, then let's execute it. Now it's giving me null. It's showing null error because the mentioned sum range from G4 to G14 does not fall into the profit, which is F4 to F14. So that's why it's giving out that error. Okay, like I said, it occurs when there's a formula referred to an intersection of two range that don't overlap. So right now, this is my F4 to F14, which is my profit, and I have my G4 to my G14, which is my score. So it's giving out this null error because my dimension sum range, okay, from my score, which is G4 to G14 does not fall under my F4 to F14, which is the profit. So that is why you receive this null error.
Please kindly subscribe, like, and share for more of our videos. Thank you. Number 8, we have num, which means invalid numerical value. This error occurs when a formula or function is trying to perform an invalid operation on numeric value.
Okay, now let's talk about num error type, which means invalid numeric value. Okay, let's do some small introduction. Now, Excel has certain number range limitations like a calculator. If we tend to perform operations like 2 raised to power 10,000, that's 2 to power of 10,000, it will exceed the number display range. So that can give us a num error. Or finding out the square root of a negative number in Excel is not possible. Okay, let's give an example of what can lead to an error type like num, which is invalid numeric value. Okay, let's say is equals to, okay, that's square root of -1, then let's close the brackets. So As you can see, this is it. So this gives us what? This gives us a norm error. This gives us a norm error. So that's just it. So finding the square root of a negative number in Excel is not possible. So that's why you receive norm error. Please kindly subscribe, like, and share for more videos. Thank you.